So this is the shit that happened on Twitter, okay, chat? Also, it's getting hot again. If my face starts getting red, it's because I'm getting heated. I'm also gonna teach you how to stand up for yourself, be confident, clock whatever you need to. You're gonna see me do that if this little ex-boyfriend here picks up. This, I don't actually know this person personally, but they were like, my boyfriend broke up with me for a reason, so I need Lil Tay to cuss him out. And you know what? They gave me his number. So I'm gonna call him right now. Let's read this first though. Pretty much, we were dating for 7 months, and he left me because having a girlfriend would get in the way of his dreams. First of all, what dreams? Like, what dreams? Who she's describing here is not somebody that's ever accomplishing any dreams, because this is, let's just read it together. Let's read it together, okay? Which is crazy because I was always supportive and I did literally everything for him. Like when he was in the hospital with a cavernoma. I don't know what the that is, but sounds pretty serious, right, chat? Would you agree, chat? On his brainstem that could make him paralyzed or die, I brought him gifts. I promised I'd stay with him even if he did get paralyzed. And when I wasn't there, and I checked up on him. This is a real one, chat. Something that this man had would have probably made him paralyzed. And she was like, I will literally stay with you even if you are. And I brought him gifts and I da-da-da-da-da. Like, this is clearly a compassionate person and a selfless person and someone that's really in love. Like, that's not supportive to me. I also would make him lunch, buy him gifts, and drop them off at his house. Buy him stuff wherever I go. I spent all my money on him on my birthday. What the girl, what? That's already crazy, but like to do it on an ungrateful little rat is crazier. This is why you don't spend on like your boyfriends, not gonna lie. Cause they're just gonna dump you to chase their dreams. But what dreams? He also has really bad anger management and bipolar disorder, which I was, or borderline personality disorder or bipolar. I think that's borderline personality. Either way, some type of disorder, which I was very, very patient with. Like, he's physically pushed me, told me to shut the up, and almost broke up with me because another man likes me, but we talked it out. See, these are the insecure little rats that we do not entertain. Because how is it your fault as a girl that you are getting male attention? If your boyfriend is mad at you for getting male attention, he's insecure as because how is that your problem? Like, is he mad that he bagged fine shit? If you're fine shit, you're gonna get attention. So he's really insecure, but what can you do about it except, I mean, they tried to talk it out clearly. I wasn't really allowed to talk to many guys either. He was straight up jealous. I mean, he got cheated on twice, so I understood why he felt that way, but da-da-da-da. Red flag. Clock it, chat. That is a red flag. So even if he got cheated on, that is not your problem? Why is he making it your problem? Listen, chat. You know, all of these boys, they'll be like, or whoever you're dating, they could be like, oh, well, I went through this, and da-da-da-da. And sure, like, that's up. Sorry that you went through that, but why are you gonna make it my problem? Like, I'm not cheating on you. So if you got cheated on your past relationships and you're insecure because of that, it's now becoming my problem. If you're a faithful person and you have to deal with infidelity allegations by your significant other, like, why? Why are you putting your energy into that? Either make him address his issues or just end it, because that is not worth your energy. You'll find someone else that is not that insecure, not as insecure. Don't make your trauma justification for your actions. Clock that. All right. So basically, based off of this, 小准, like this is Chinese pinyin, but I don't know the inflections or whatever the fuck. But anyway, they were supportive of a very insecure boyfriend that is now an ex. Yeah, really ungrateful, clearly. Not grateful for any of the care that he was given. I'm not gonna show y'all the number, but they dropped the number for me. So should I call him, chat? Should I call him and clock his ass? Call? Well, I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, chat, I'm gonna call right now. Let me just double check the number because it's in these DMs. Ooh, Is this little pussy gonna pick up? This is a little scaredy ass because he's not picking up. I don't think the number that I'm using, the fake number, is suspicious. So I think he's just scared. Let's see. Maybe he might text or call back. Wait, let me text him actually. So he knows. I'm gonna say his name because I know his name. But if he doesn't reply, whatever. If he does reply, I'll call him. If he doesn't reply, which he's not doing, let's just get into the lesson for today, okay? I wanted to give y'all a little example, first of all, of what it's like to clock a and then teach you how to do it. But since he's not picking up, that's fine. We could just move right into it, okay? So I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about me and what happened to me in the past and what I would do differently. So this is basically like the wisdom that I'm gonna share to y'all. So if you wanna know how to be confident, okay? How to clock like Lil Tay, if you wanna know how, this is how. I'm gonna start off by telling you what shit was like before I really knew who I was and who I was meant to be in this lifetime. Okay, this is me before I was super incredibly confident in myself and I knew how to stand up for myself. Okay, let me just ask you right now, chat. How many of y'all have been bullied before? Chat, anybody in the chat has been bullied or picked on, is still being bullied or picked on? Whether that's at school, whether it's by a partner. Like if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, they could still be bullying you too. Like insecure, like the that I was just about to clock if he picked up, those are bullies. And how many of y'all know how to stand up for yourself or have stood up for yourself before? Have you really? Because I know that it's hard. And that is why I am teaching y'all today and every day actually. Like I literally want to help y'all out and give out my wisdom because I'm not even, when I turned 13, I thought I was the oldest in the world. But now that I am older, now I look at 13-year-olds as like, oh my God, like you have so much to experience and so much to learn. So let me just give you my wisdom now. Like there's so much I would tell my 13-year-old self and my 10-year-old self and vice, like yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? So basically, when I was in elementary school, okay, I had a friend group, you know, I was friends with girls. Here's the thing, there's girls and boys, right? And we know girls and boys are different. My experience with girls, I love my girlies. I love connecting with girls. I love my female friendships. I value my female relationships so highly. Those are the girls that are for other girls, the girls. But there are also the pick-me's. The thing is that in my elementary school, there were a lot of pick-me's. And as soon as I was starting to get more attention than them, or I was getting more compliments from teachers, or literally anything, when I was starting to get known on the internet as Lil Tay, got jealous. They got jealous and they were so toxic and they were talking behind my back and it made me feel really bad. And I know that people are like, oh my God, middle school, high school, like it's even worse. So I could only imagine what that is like. I've never been to a public middle school or a high school, but I've interacted with some people my age and I know that they're whack. I know that they are whack. And I know that regardless, like humans, we are all the same. If you want to be confident, whether you're confident as a 10-year-old or a 50-year-old, it looks the same. So I'm going to teach you how to do that, chat. All right. When I was in elementary school, there were the pick-me, okay? And I know that there are even more pick-me in high school. So this is for you if you're in high school or anything. Even college. I hear about college stories all the time. So, they're talking shit behind my back. And there were also these boys that were harassing me. Like, I'm talking about, I would go into the girls' bathroom and literally hide in there because these boys would not leave me alone. They were literally looking for me, standing outside of the girls' bathroom. Like, the entrance is outside. Like during lunchtime, I would spend my time in the bathroom because I was scared and I was not confident. I really wasn't, because these people made me feel so small. But you know what, chat? Who told these people, if you're being bullied or you're being picked on or someone's talking shit about you in general, who told them that they were bigger than you? Who told you that you were small? It was them. Was it what God decided? No. You know what? If you decide to be big, if you decide that you are not as small as they're, you don't have to be what they are making you. If they are telling you your outfit's trash or your hair is so ugly or you are ugly, who decided that? Them? Who are they? Who are they actually? So why would you put yourself in that? Why would you, let me know also if y'all can hear me or not. Why would you let them dictate who you are? That is for you to decide. It's not for anybody else. The person that's talking to you right now, who the f are they? Genuinely ask yourself that question. Who are they? The only way that you are able to not feel small anymore is when you decide that you are not small. It is for you to decide. Okay? So this is what I'm talking about. So I used to walk into school, right? And then when these were picking on me, they were like, I would go down. Okay, so there's like a hill, right? And the school's right there. So when I was walking down the hill and I was about to go into school, these were like, they like spotted me. They pointed me. They're like, hey, it's Tay. Like, and I knew that they were about to like pull some shit. So you know what? I did a detour. Like I was like, nah, f that. Like I don't wanna deal with that. Like I'm just going the other way right now. But you know what? You know what I should have done? And what I would do now if that happened to me again? I would walk in that like it's the runway. Like I am Bella Hadid on the Victoria's Secret show. Because guess what? They're gonna see you either way. If you were scared of people, like, and you wanna like avoid them and shit, they're gonna see you either way. Would you rather would you rather the hating ass hoes see you like this? Or would you rather them see you like this? Because they're gonna see you either way. Right? Does that make sense to y'all? They are literally gonna see you either way. So you might as well walk in like you own the place. And you know what that will do? That will derail their confidence. They are only acting big and bad, and they're only picking on you because you are letting them. They see the effect they have on you. They see that you are small. They are making you small. But as soon as you decide that you are not small, you will not be to them. You will not let them do that. And sooner or later, it's gonna go like this. If you really walk in there like you are that, you will become the predator and they will become the prey. And that's not to say that you pick on them back. It's just to say that you cannot be picked on. Does that make sense, chat? Right? So, you know how you like walk in places? Like I was saying, it's like you could either walk in like, hey, what's up, y'all? Hey. Why are you asking for permission to exist? You literally look like you're asking for permission to exist. Give yourself permission. You deserve to be there, okay? You deserve to be there. You own this, and you don't have to say anything. Body language says everything. That's why it's called language. It is still a language. Your body speaks. And honestly, it speaks more than your words do. You could say, yeah, I'm a bad bitch. Like, I'm 10 out of 10. I'm so confident. Or you could say, yeah, I'm a bad bitch. I'm a 10 out of 10. I'm confident and I'll clock your ass any day of the week. Which one is convincing? Which one is real, chat? So y'all better get up and y'all better do this with me. Like, fix your damn posture right now. Fix it. Don't be slouched. Like, if you're on your couch, you know what? You deserve some relaxation time, right? But as soon as you get up and you're walking out of your house, even in your house, it's good practice. Just walk around your space. Like, just walk around. You are that. Like, make it your one way. And you know what? Who gives a shit if people are judging you? Because some people will really judge you for being confident, but those people are also insecure. No confident person is going to judge you for being confident and being confident in your identity and yourself. Nobody is. So just know that the people that are picking on you anyway, they're insecure. No person that is content with themselves and confident in themselves is picking on other people for no reason. Like, there's a difference between clocking somebody because they're a person or they did something wrong, or trying to clock somebody that did nothing to you just to make yourself feel better. And that's bullying. That's what you call bullying. That's not clocking, that's bullying. There's a clear difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just let you know now that you are the only person who can decide who you are. If you decide that you're not as good as them and like you wish you could be them, just be them. No, don't be them because they're but just be better. Like, literally, you know what? The phrase fake it till you make it is actually like, it's so overused and everybody says it and it's like a cliche at this point, but it's actually, people say it for a reason. They say it for a reason, chat. It's about being you. Yeah, it is. You should be you, absolutely. But guess what? If you think that being you is not confident, that's not true. Because what? Something made you not confident. Something forced you to be insecure. Like it literally molded you into that. That's not natural. So if you think that being insecure is natural and that's just the way you are, that is not true. Something or somebody or both made you that way. And you could reverse it. And wouldn't you want to? Wouldn't you want to? Don't you want to feel like a bad bitch? Or do you like feeling like you're smaller than everybody else and like you don't belong there? Like, I'm not even supposed to be here. Like, nobody likes me. You decide who you are. Nobody else does. Okay? So is being confident natural? It can be. But guess what? If you are not confident naturally, you can learn it and you can do it and practice it and it will be natural. It's just like, if you don't know how to play piano, like you're gonna sound, you couldn't even play Tinkle Twinkle Little Star and I'll laugh at your ass. But guess what? Once you start practicing it and like you might fail, you will fail. The thing is you will fail. You feel like, you'll try to like put your shoulders back and walk into a room confidently, but then you'll just start like going like that again because you feel like you look dumb. A lot of this is like, damn, like I really am faking it right now. Like I just feel stupid, but nobody can tell if you commit to it. That's why fake it till you make it is so useful, okay? Nobody can tell if you actually believe it. So you have to believe it too. Okay, back to the piano analogy, right? So if you're playing piano and shit, if you practice enough, you could go from playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to Beethoven. So that's the exact same thing. Like, I wasn't born, I didn't come out of my mom's womb like knowing how to play Beethoven and Chopin and everything. I learned that just with everything else. You can learn to be confident in yourself. And it starts somewhere. So guess what? You know what? I need to give y'all an assignment. Y'all are gonna pick one thing to work on today, this week. Like, there's no set deadline on when you need to get it right, but just constantly work on it and eventually you will notice it's right. So whether it's like your posture or something, like if you need to fix your posture, work on it. Decide that, okay, Tay said she's giving us an assignment, so how do I improve myself? What do I have to work on to make my life better, my own life better, myself better? How to get people to respect me more? Because again, it's all in your body language. It's in the way you speak too, but your body language, that's a start. So I would say if you have posture, then fix it. Fix that. That is your assignment. Or if you're always like touching your hair because you're nervous, like that's your assignment. Try not to touch your hair. Don't touch your hair. Don't try, because you will get it eventually. So just don't touch your hair. If you notice yourself doing it, This is an analogy, okay? This is like a metaphor. So whatever that is to you, decide it right now. Actually, drop it in the chat. I want to know what y'all like have going on. Like what are the issues in your lives right now? These girls are fake friends, and one time she told me to move and she pushed me. This is what you do when that happens. You make it clear that you do not accept that treatment from them, and they won't do it again. If someone pushes you, even if it's just lightly, that clearly shows you what they think of you. Because why the hell would your friend do that? Why would anybody do that, first of all? You don't do that to strangers even. Why would your friend do that to you? You're like, hey, like, you just pushed me. Why did you do that? It's small, but then they know, they're like, oh, like, well, if I do that again, like, she's gonna clock me. So this is how you make the people that are picking on you or whatever respect you more, is you literally just have to call out what they do that you don't like. If they make a joke that you don't like, if they're like, you look chopped today, like, yo, why are you so chopped? Literally just tell them, like, don't say that to me. Like, don't say that. If you don't f with it, then say it. Make yourself clear. Put what is in your mind out there for them to see. You don't have to go home and be like, damn, I can't believe she called me chopped. Like, she's supposed to be my friend. Be like, are we friends? Like, why would you say that to a friend of yours? I don't f with that at all. You cannot say that to me. Literally just say that. And that's how they will respect you. And guess what? You know what? If they're the type of person to say that in the first place, maybe they weren't your friend at all. Because then they'll start getting sneaky with it. Like, if they actually feel some type of way towards you and they dislike you, then just cut them off. Because it's not even worth it. But if there are people that you genuinely like and they genuinely like you feel like, but they still do something that you don't like, you clock that. Just clock it. That's how you become a person that people respect.